Good morning, afternoon or evening. Today I've got a video on the first match that we played in as a team. I'm in the IMP team, Imperial. This is the 8v8 tournament that has been going on recently. Unfortunately the first match was forfeited against NTN, I believe. And this is a match against WallS erection against Imperial. On the right side here we've got the Imperial team, and on the left side we've got the enemies. You can see I'm in the bottom here. I'll tell you who's around me at least, it'll help out a little bit. You've got Pition here, Sashkarin above me, and X Factor Live just up to the east, northeast there. So there was quite a little bit of training going into this from my side. Unfortunately I didn't manage to participate in all the training matches. But I needed to get up to the IMP standard as one of the top teams in the game. This is quite an interesting match, with a little bit of back and forth. Probably one of the most intense matches I played in. Although, unfortunately, I was only able to play on the Saturday, the first Saturday, so I only played in 3 matches, although I would have liked to play in more, but I wasn't available. So, if I just put on the Fog of War, you can see all the players are just scouting already. You can see the scouts running around. 2 scouts here from Imperial, I think that's how you say his name. It's a bit difficult with all the 3s. The enemies are doing the same thing, although I don't think any of the enemies have found us yet. They haven't scouted our bases yet. Neither have we, to be honest. We haven't found them. But the start is always kind of similar, and at this point the strategy we were using is 20 warriors, I think by about 5 minutes 30. That was the idea. So I think that everybody on this match actually did that, except from maybe Pity and Kuchi in the top, because they had fish, so they had food, and they went for Asia Horsemen or Legionaries, I believe. So you can see it's 5 minutes in, and I have 13 warriors. I'm getting a few more. I'm getting the speed upgrade, and I look for extra food just in case. I'm a bit late on my timing. I should have attacked by now. Because I'm not even training any more warriors. I should have just gone. I didn't realise though, I was a bit desperately looking for food. And now I do go. I've got my 20 warriors. Quite late, unfortunately. I should have gone before. A few less warriors. Or just made another fight pit and made another warrior there. But you can see already in the top, the enemies have been discovered, and they tried to rush up the Asia. As you can see, they've gone more defensive with slingers. And we've got Excalibur, who is World War Section YouTube here, and Mongi over here attacking together, which we tried to do, all of us tried to do. Same thing over here, you can see we've got Sashkarin attacking, and I'm coming in reinforcing. So Sashkarin's come in, he's going to ruin the economy a little bit. He's going to run around, kill as many workers as possible, and I come in from the bottom. I break this warehouse to get in, and I see that there was quite a bit of an army there, so I just destroy as many houses as possible, avoid fighting the armies, and just damage the houses and so on, because they've just gone to Asia. Pious, this is. Up here, the backline is getting attacked. You can see they've also aged up quite fast, so a lot of their players aged up quickly. You can see Tiprio here attacking with his warriors. X Factor Live coming in with warriors as well. Everyone is coming in, and they're trying to snipe someone here at one point. Unfortunately, the slingers from Crowlon managed to stop him getting sniped there. So quite defensive play from the enemies. But you can see DiCaprio and Pius are defending their base, and X Factor is going for Europe's Spearmen. Sorry, Asia Spearmen, my apologies. They've managed to rebuild a little bit after... I'll switch off chat, there's no point. But they're rebuilding after the last attack. They're walling off. I probably could have used my warriors a little bit better if I just went up here, killed some of these workers maybe. But I did destroy a few houses there. And I've also gone Asia. I've walled off my bit of the choke point here, and later on I will wall off here. There's a big focus in the late Iron Age and early medieval to start looking for places to wall. And you can see here the second part of the attack, Mongi doing it and so is the enemies, actually, I think. No, that's Tiprio attacking as well. And this is in their backline, so this shows that they've still got a big army in the backline, including warriors and slingers. And the only attack right now is coming in the centre from Pius and that's Krolon. Pius and DiCaprio, my apologies. You can see this is Sashkrin's base, and he's already Asia with his economy set up. If we go to Sashkrin's point of view, you can see he's got a very good economy, so he just needs to spam towers. Try not to lose workers. He's already got towers, he hid all his Stone Age workers. His economy is going to slow down a little bit, but all this wood is still being collected. The only problem now is that the horses are here as well, so Sashkrin here is being attacked by several. I'm also doing my attack now with just some spearmen and archers while I get to medieval. I'm trying to get the Iron Age units out as well. You can see we've managed to start tower pushing, trying to get a little bit of vision here. Sashkrin's running away, obviously, trying to get away from these horses, but he's got warriors, and with his quite good base building here, if it wasn't for the destroyed buildings, he would have been able to trap the enemies and defend himself. So you can see I'm getting a similar timing to X Factor here, a little bit behind Pition, who's gone just straight for horses, and we're both doing attacks. You can see I went in here. If I have a look at Tromus's base, I missed the attack, so I'll just have a look at the effects. You can see not many workers died. He's got about 50 workers left, but wasted some time, if nothing else, from the European archers there. And you can see I managed to destroy his farm. I do kill maybe 7 or 8 workers here, and the whole army is pulled back. Let me speed it up a little bit. You can now see quite a big attack coming in from Krolon by himself. If this was 2 or 3 people attacking at the same time, they might have been able to break this, because Mongi here only just starts upgrading his bulwarks, and I don't know how good his economy is. He was actually able to afford this, so if he can just double click all his observation towers and upgrade them all in one go. I did try to do some tower pushing here. Unfortunately, my workers died to balls on the way, and these 2 half-health workers are running away from this oncoming swarm. We are in voice chat here, so we are discussing what's happening, and I decided to build the towers up here, sorry, down here, giving vision over this middle section of the map. You can see we've got a little bit of vision from Tiprio's there. And a big attack with Kuchi, who was in the top here with the food. Like I said, he went something else, and he went Europe, and he built the legionaries. You can see here he's supported with Excalibur's archers, and there's 2 armies of archers chasing him, an army of slingers as well. Unfortunately, these legionaries are a little bit late, or maybe they should have gone straight in from this side, I'm not sure. But yeah, unfortunately they didn't manage to destroy any bases, didn't manage to kill anybody because it's medieval here. This attack that they sent in, Tromus and so on, which I intercepted here, got destroyed in between mine and Sashkrin's base. And now Pition has Ronin, 19 minutes, and he's going in, he's going to go try pick off any weak workers. You can see here they're getting their Ronin up now. If he comes in here, he can destroy most of this base. It's mostly undefended. Some of Krolon's attack here getting into Tiprio's and Mongi's base. And what's left of those legionaries are actually, the legionaries are dead. I think they managed to kill quite a few workers from Mafiush, who was playing it quite defensive as usual. And you can see a bit of a skirmish between Excalibur's and the Polish players here. You've got Kazimierz Vlecki, I think that's how you say it. and Boronek here, they're just killing these swordsmen. Unfortunately, Kuchi's swordsmen are unable to break through, but here, actually, some legionaries did survive, and they get straight into Krolon's base, and they... Maybe if they went straight for his town hall, they might have pulled off a snipe, but I don't think they manage it here, unfortunately. But I do start massing up an army of heavy archers and Ashigaru, and I build up some towers to defend this vision in the middle. We've got the vision upgrade from Tipiro, and these legionaries finally, I think they've finally been destroyed. There's no more legionaries here now. And Pition's running around with his horses, as you can see, just trying to be a menace. Unfortunately, he does lose a lot of them here to Caprio's archers. But many are in here, killing workers. You can see about 4 or 5 dead workers there. What looks to be 2 dead towers. Although the workers are quite well hidden here, probably in the towers, as you would expect. Bit of a skirmish here between me and F4K outside Tromus's base, which is full of towers. And you can see my Ashigaru are just kind of running in, trying to kill their units, while my... Sorry, well I did have workers, I had about 5 workers here, but they all died to these horse archers. And I'm sending another wave of Ashigarus, and I think I send more workers as well. Eventually I think I send more workers. Big fight in the middle here. You've got the defense of Pius and DiCaprio against Tepiro, X Factor Live, and Mungi. So 3 people attacking 2. Unfortunately, it's mostly archers with a few heavy spearmen. So it'd be good to get a few more heavy spearmen here, to be honest. Just to destroy the buildings, because the archers are able to kill the units, but not really much else. You can see my attack here is trying to destroy some buildings. I've broken through his units, so I've killed all his archers and everything. And I'm sure I sent some more workers. Here we go, 6 workers are getting sent. Try fortify this bit of a choke point, because otherwise everything has to go over here. So cutting them off here is quite good, getting some towers up. Kuchi is still spamming swordsman, as you can see, and he's going up to the northern base of Mafiush again, paying them a visit. You can see the big archer fight is still going on, except now they've been attacked from 2 sides by 3 different groups of archers, shooting into this epic battle of archers, just endless swarms. Pition goes in here with his Ronin. Unfortunately, he's a little bit, not too late, but the reaction time of Tromus is a bit faster, and he's unable to kill a significant amount of workers. I think he loses 2 here. Yeah, 2 workers are lost, but most of them are hidden. Mungi's attack, quite a big attack here. You've got a lot of infantry, which is what we try to focus on. Go East Asia, focus on infantry with some archers. I think these are just the normal archers, or heavy archers and normal archers. And he's coming in just to try hit his houses. Ashigaru are quite good at that, you can see. Getting pop-capped. Krolon here, hopefully getting pop-capped. Or not pop-capped, he doesn't actually have food, so... unfortunately, yeah, you can see they're killing his units quicker than his houses are getting destroyed, so his max population is always above his used population, because he's unable to fill it. But yes, now he's still not above it, only temporarily. You can see now quite a big push here from me, and who's over here helping me? I think it's just me. Yeah, it's actually just me, with Pition's mounted samurai coming in. I managed to break through his houses. How's Tromus doing here? Probably quite well, as he's only really spending food. Yeah, he's doing pretty well here. He's rebuilding his houses in the back line. And he's building catapults. But I've managed to break through and open a nice open area into his base using just 2 springolds, and I'm pushing the vision constantly closer and closer, pushing the vision. If I switch to my point of view, I can see the units I've got here. Not much anymore. The one springold did die, and my economy is shattered. And I'm going industrial soon. Yeah, I was hoping to go industrial, but I started building this wall, and I just messed up my economy a bit there. You can see I don't have many workers. This is kind of my last all-out attack for a little while. Although I do get this vision set up right outside their base. So the southern area, actually all the way up until this area here, we've got vision just outside their bases. You can see Krolon's base has been torn to pieces. The mounted samurai come in to clean up what's left. There's not really any safe towers except from this one. And you can see once this tower falls, a lot of workers will die. Can't see all the bodies, but they're hidden in that little house. I'm just trying to push up some units just to hold this position, set up some more springolds, and start building up again for another attack. I should have just built another tower and got vision on way more workers, to be honest, but I didn't do that. And now I start walling off. I wall off here around this wood line because I'll eventually mine this, and be problematic. You can see how fast these archers travel when they're pushed by horses. You can see Pityon is really spamming those mounted samurai out now, getting in here. And they've got their first industrial player, and so do we. Although now we do have the slight advantage, especially in the north, sorry, in the middle here, with Krolon, whose base has been quite heavily hit. I think this is all of his workers now. He has defended himself for now, and for now they're holding me off in the south. They're building up, and I should just stop making these springolds, to be honest. I'm just running back and forth of them, hiding these workers, repairing. I fall back to here so that I can build up an army and attack again, rather than just trickle in and waste my units. You can see these warehouses are actually really effective in defending against the mounted samurai, because they block a lot of the access points. So whenever the wood line moved forward and you built a new warehouse, you just didn't delete the old one. And because he's only making infantry, it's quite useful. In the middle here, DiCaprio and Mafiush are trying to do an attack, but X Factor managed to find them using our extended vision. And you can see how as soon as the samurai get slowed down, 3 of them are already dead, and that's 300 metal, or just under 300 metal actually. So that's 300 metal lost to some archers and Ashigaru. Running around trying to find some workers, but nothing successful. Some horse archers running off into the economies here. Again, nothing significant. And now we've got cannons fighting. We've got Kuchi's cannons with archers again, and Excalibur's archers against archers from Bronek and Mafiush's, what they're called, dismounted samurais. Pityon comes in with another wave of mounted samurai. Unfortunately goes idle here a second and takes a bit of damage. I think he just mismicros them. Yeah, this is quite an unfortunate mismicro. I lose my army over here again. But this time they start pushing back and they start destroying this tower using archers. Quite a big mismicro here from Pityon. There's a lot of workers and cannons he could have killed. He does kill some of them. But again, he could have just killed these workers or something. There is more over here though. That is beautiful. That's what happens when you don't build towers. If there was just 2 towers there, he might have been able to defend himself. But now you can see that they've got horse archers and no way to use them because our wall goes all the way up here, along here, and we're now walled off, this whole southern area. The middle is currently not doing so well. Mafiush has gotten into Mongi's base and is currently doing a huge amount of damage. You can see renovating and repurposing. Although we now have armoured cars, 2 armoured cars exactly here, just running around from Imperial. You can see he's blocking them off there, being a pain, and in quite a few kills, just trying to really mess with these mounted samurais, and you can see they're all dead already. The enemies are now starting to push to my forward towers, and Pitian started building some elephant houses quite far forward, which he eventually decided to not build all the way. And I'm now also India, and it takes me quite a long time to get my food economy up, which I'm not the proudest of, but you can see even though Mongi was just attacked quite heavily, he still manages to put up quite a large army, which doesn't run away though. The mounted samurai just streaming around the map, and X-Factor starting to build up quite a large army, some mounted samurai, but mostly elephants, in the middle of the map, and down in the south, bit of a fight here. You've got my archers with Pitian's mounted samurai fighting cannons and archers from 2 different players. Unfortunately, with this one, we just didn't manage to coordinate super effectively and didn't manage to kill the cannons. But we did slow them down quite a lot. And we do kill a few cannons. I think 4 cannons die here. I might kill my archers a little bit, push them forward. Yeah, 3 cannons die. 3 cannons and almost all of their first army. We do lose our vision though, but that does buy some time to get these elephant houses up. And I start building my elephant houses over here soon. You'll see the workers are there. 5 workers on the way to build elephant houses just over here. Some reinforcement from Excalibur are here, trying to kill these cannons again. That's 1 cannon down. That's 2 cannons, 3 cannons, and 4 cannons down. There's only 3 cannons left and a load of hand cannons. You can see I'm trying to build these elephant houses now. Probably shouldn't build these 2, I'll just put those ones in the end. And here you can see that army of X-Factor pushing in, 2 waves of elephants. Unsupported, but really they're doing quite well here. As long as they kill those hand cannons, which they did, he's able to just run in, and these archers are going to slowly whittle down his elephants, you can see. But each one of these is a machine gun, and 21 kills, 11 kills, 8 kills, 6 kills, 7 kills, you know. These guys are just going to mount up the kills, and they're blocking all production from these shooting ranges. And now Mongi comes in with some support. You've got the Arquebusiers. If you listen for a minute, it's just bullets. There's no other sound effect here. So now they've actually managed to mass up quite a sizable attack. I've got all I can pump out here is rangers, unfortunately. This is where my economy slumps. But Pitian has got some elephants, and he sends in his own mounted samurais, and he manages to kill most of their infantry. I don't manage to stop that one, unfortunately, the production, but they manage to defend, and I get some Sikhs out, which actually do surprisingly well here, I think. 3 or 4 kills for a few of them. And they run forward as a bit like chaff. The cannons waste their time shooting those, while we build up more attack. And Sashkarin comes down, coordinating with us. See another army coming down. And now there's going to be 3 armies. I'm getting my army up with some of my the Sikhs. Don't know what I called them before, but yeah. We're sending them out now. You can see the enemies are fully on the defensive. Tapiro has a large army of armoured cars, supported with elephants and archers and hand cannons and all manner of stuff. Death Scythes even from Kuchi. This is just a big mix of units from all ages. And you can see we've pushed them all the way back. They lost their army, and now we're at their base already, unopposed basically. I'm trickling my elephants in just to replenish what's destroyed. You can see here the first player, Matthews, is going to die. Mostly, I think, yeah, just the hand cannons. The armoured cars have moved on already, and they're over here, making sure no reinforcements reach. All these archers and crossbows are going to die. They don't really stand a chance. Over here, it's hand cannons again. They're going to be doing all the damage to the buildings and town hall, while Pythian's large army of elephants just kind of chill out, you know. They stand there and just shoot at things. Most efficient way of using elephants, it seems. Got some red devils. Death Scythes kind of stuck up here fighting, when they really should be pushing forward, I think, but by this point we've got so many horses and armoured cars running around the map. Map control is ours. Yeah, you can see they've got some hand cannons shooting back, and I send in my Sikhs to scout them out a little bit, see if I can snipe a few. Pius quits here, and then the other player who was here, Atromus, dies, and DiCaprio quits, and one by one they fall out. It's just Bronek, Kazimierz, and F4K. Oh wait, there's one more person here, Krolon, who's actually still got an army, and he's defending himself against these armoured cars quite efficiently with these hand cannons. Now you can see these elephants, and especially in the south, the elephants have been really pushing a lot. Although the hand cannons do manage to fend them off for a little bit. You can see some artillery and some more elephants getting in here, and Krolon there quits. Now there's just 2 enemy players alive. The north and south. The south quits and the north quits. And that is the end of the game. It was a 56 minute match. Quite intense, and you can see the very extensive use of obviously decorations, but extensive use of like one strategy from both sides. A lot of East Asia, a lot of hand cannons, a lot of elephants, both sides using cavalry to the most of their ability. You had the mounted samurais, you had basically everything. But yeah, you can see right at the end, we decided to celebrate a little bit in the middle and kill everyone's FPS. I think it was X Factor whose computer couldn't deal with the decoration spam. So that is the end of match 1. I will try to have the second match uploaded tomorrow if possible, although my internet is quite slow up here in the north of England, so I will see when I can post this and the next one, and I hope to cover all of the IMP matches, even though I only played in 3, just to give everyone like a round perspective of what happened. So, thank you everyone for watching, enjoy the rest of your day, and goodbye.